Next is, what is pinch off point? As the drain voltage is increased, the inversion layer charge and the channel depth at the drain end starts to decrease. Eventually, for VDS equals to VD saturation or VGS minus VT, the inversion charge at the drain is reduced to 0, which is called pinch off point. As you can see, as we keeps on increasing this VDS, this pinch off point will move towards the source and channel length. This channel length will decrease correspondingly. Now, can you tell me the effect of this pinch off point on drain current? Will it decrease to 0 or increase or remains constant? Take a minute and think about it. Next, draw ID VGS characteristics of enhancement type MOSFET. As we know that this drain current is proportional to VGS minus VT whole square, this plot is somehow similar to forward bias diode. After this VT naught or VT, ID will increase with VGS. Next is, what is channel length modulation? It is a phenomena where the effective length of channel is reduced due to increase in width of depletion layer near drain end. Here L is the original length or the drawn channel length, and delta L is length of channel segment where inversion charge is 0. So the effective channel length is given by L minus delta L. The drain current is given by this expression. Here lambda is the channel length modulation coefficient and its unit is voltage inverse. This phenomena is also related to the pinch off point, as we can see that the drain current is now depending on both VGS and VDS. Now, with the help of this equation, can you guess the effect of channel length modulation on drain current? I have just asked the same question in 11th slide. So, did you get the answer from this drain current equation? Yes, drain current will increase in saturation region with increase in VDS. This will be more clear if we look into the IV characteristic again. This is the IV characteristic where we are considering the channel length modulation. So now the drain current is not constant in the saturation region. It is gradually increasing. Therefore, R0 will not be infinite anymore. So R0 is now given by 1 upon lambda ID. And lambda, we have seen that it is the channel length modulation coefficient. But what is the physics behind this increment in drain current? Now, since large value of VDS contributes in large depletion region near drain end and a high electric field, this high electric field will comes into effect, which draws charges from source to drain terminal. That's why ID will not be constant anymore and it shows slow increment in it. Next, what is the substrate bias effect or the body effect? So in ICs, the substrate is usually common to many MOS transistors. In order to maintain the cutoff condition for all substrate to channel junctions, the substrate is usually connected to the most negative power supply in an NMOS circuit and the most positive in a PMOS circuit. The resulting reverse bias voltage between source and body will have an effect on device operation. So the substrate bias effect or the body effect is a phenomena where incremental change in VSB gives rise to incremental change in threshold voltage, which reduces drain current for a constant VGS. Now the consequence of the body effect is to maintain drain current constant, VGS has to be increased to overcome increase in threshold voltage. And this is the expression for the threshold voltage. Here you can see that VSB is increasing the value of threshold voltage. Next is why we do scaling of MOSFET. Scaling is the reduction of the size, that is the dimensions of the MOSFET. It is done in high density VLSI chips to design as many as transistors are possible, which increases its packing density. Moving ahead, now the scaling are basically two types. Full scaling, which is also called as constant field scaling, and second one is constant voltage scaling. So these are the differences between the full scaling and constant voltage scaling. The most important point is that the full scaling is preferred in low power circuit design, while voltage scaling doesn't require extra voltage supplies for interfacing. Next, what are short channel effects? A MOSFET can be defined as a short channel device if the effective channel length is approximately equal to the source and drain junction depth. And these effects are: number one, reduction of drain current in saturation mode of operation and reduction of threshold voltage. Next, what are narrow channel effects? MOS transistor that has channel width on the same order of magnitude as the maximum depletion region thickness are called narrow channel device. The threshold voltage of narrow channel device is larger than that predicted by the conventional threshold voltage formula. So this is the effect of narrow channeling. Next, what is drain induced barrier lowering phenomena? Usually carriers in the channel face a potential barrier, as we have seen in a PN junction diode. In small geometry MOSFETs, this potential barrier is controlled by both VGS and VDS. So drain induced barrier lowering is the phenomena of reduction of potential barrier by increasing the drain voltage. That's why drain induced. In this situation, the current may conduct even when the VGS is lesser than the threshold voltage. This current is called subthreshold current. Next, what is punch through? It is a condition where for large VDS, the depletion region surrounding the drain can extend farther toward the source and the two depletion regions can eventually merge. Outcome of the punch through: number one, the VGS loses its control upon the drain current. Next, the current rises sharply once punch through occurs. And the last, it causes permanent damage to the transistor by localized melting of material.